tonight.
Season is upon us. We've got the gift of the NFL as we're underway here in Week 16. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. So here are the Titans now for their first drive. And led out by their veteran quarterback. He's been around a while. They don't celebrate birthdays for him. They just cut him up, see how many rings he's got around the middle. He has been in the league a long time.
I tell you what, when he is on schedule for that week, secondaries take notice because you've got to stay alert back there on every snap. A truly powerful arm, one that's capable of challenging any level of the defense on any given play. That's why so many scouts preach arm talent when preparing for the NFL draft. A quarterback with arm strength to make every throw in the book, he's an asset to have in any offense.
The numbers for him from a week ago: 19 carries, 68 yards, and a touchdown.
And now that he's playing a Thursday night game, short week, you know he spent a lot of time in the trainer's room in the cold tub trying to get his legs back for this game.
On second down, it's Stroud. And that'll be incomplete. Took a pretty good shot as he tried to pull that one in. Couldn't hang on third down. Throwing now is Stroud. Throw right side, complete to Williams. And he's going to be stopped here a few yards short of the first as the tackle is made at the 33. On now is the Titans punter. He'll kick it away after a 3-and-out on the opening drive of the game. Taken in at the 22. Penalty stings big time there, wipes away a very good return.
And they work on it so hard because the goal is give yourself some space for your offense to really work. Try and gain an additional first down outside the 20 or 25-yard line. Instead, this one's going to...
Got a man, it's caught inside the 10. Touchdown, 49ers. A big play there. 63 yards. And the Niners will claim the early lead as they're on the board first here tonight. Point after, right down the middle. And it's now a 7-0 game. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. The Titans coming back onto the field for their second drive. They come off a victory over the weekend, but now the quick turnaround here for this Thursday night game. How does that affect how teams like this approach these short turnarounds?
Well, wins and losses always factor into, how you're getting ready for the next game. But equally as important when you have the short turnaround, what is your injury situation? Are you losing key guys? And if so, how well have the backups prepared for this? Because you don't have much time to get them ready. They have to be ready before this week in order to play well in this game.
And he'll be taken down, but not before they reach the 50. 23 yards the pickup there.
Oh, that's a nice job of clearing space in the middle of the field for your tight end. He's going to start behind the line and run an angle route, hoping to kind of get lost in the middle of the field. And this is put right on him, and he's able to pick up a first down.
From the midfield stripe, they'll look to throw. Finding Williams once more, complete. They'll wind up getting 7 on the play, and that'll bring up second down. They'll try the left side. Bullard. Now he's loose down the left sideline, and he gets it all the way down to the 3. A big hitter. That one goes for 40 yards. He showed his shiftiness and his explosion to take him all the way down near the goal line.
Love that description, and it creates momentum. Maybe you hand it to him again since he's got it going, or do you fake it to him and throw it to a teammate? Right now, the options are wide open.
It's a loss of a yard there, and it's second down.
This defense is a difficult one to prepare for, one of the best in the league. They'll come at you from all angles, and they did a nice job there stopping him for a loss.
From back at the 4, here's second and goal. Here's a handoff out of the gun. And he gets halfway there from the 4 to the 2 on a gain of 2.
Well, he did get a taste the previous week. He got into the end zone trying his best to get there in this game. So far, he's been denied.
The San Francisco defense trying to hold tough again. This is third and goal. They'll try again, but he will lose yardage here. Back to the 4-yard line. That'll back him up 2 yards and also bring up fourth. So now the Titans are going to call upon their field goal unit here. From the right hash, and this one just a chippy. And this one is right through. And they are on the board, but still trailing. It's 7-3. So a long drive gets them down inside the 5, but ultimately they settle for just the field goal.
And I have to think that if maybe they were a yard closer, that would have made their decision tougher, and I think they likely would have gone for it. But in this situation, they just decided to take the 3, and I think it was a smart move.
And good starting field position. He'll get this one all the way up to about the 35-yard line. The 49er offense set to get this drive underway.
Well, partner, coaches always say that every play is designed to score a touchdown. Sometimes that's not really true, but last drive, that was the case. One play to get into the end zone, and now they'll try to duplicate that success here.
And it's rare for those moments to happen. Incredible when they do. And you saw the celebration. Pure, unbridled joy after that one.
So the big play changes the complexion of things. Here's first and 10 just outside the 30. He's going to let this go. Back of the end zone. And this one is incomplete.
The Niners at 13-1 now on the year. And they coming on a pretty good roll here. Winners of 3 straight.
And I thought that they played pretty well last week. Their execution, their discipline, their resilience, all on display in that victory.
He lets this one fly toward the back of the end zone. Toward the back corner of the end zone, but he could not get the feet down. This will wind up incomplete. They'll look to throw again.
Able to find the open man. That's complete. And he's going to be taken down, but there's a penalty flag in the backfield. Is this a hold, or did they rough the quarterback? So roughing the passer penalty, never one that you like to see.
Not at all, and especially when you're in that final push of the season. You can't afford to get your quarterback hurt before the playoffs roll around, and we know they'll be here before you know it.
Again, he'll drop to throw. Right side caught by Jackson.
And he's able to break out of one tackle, but then quickly brought down.
Nice job defensively to hold him to 4, and now it's second and goal. Charles, Thursday night game, I think a lot of teams probably say shrink the playbook somewhat. Is that correct?
I think you're right about that because you just don't have the amount of time that you have in a normal week to put in a full playbook. So as you said, you shrink the playbook. Pick out the plays that work best for you. And you know what else you're looking for?
What's that?
Who are the freshest guys coming off the last game to play on a Thursday night? Guys have a little extra pep in their step. You go to them.
And it's complete. In the end zone. Touchdown 49ers. A great play there. His first touchdown on the year.
And the 49ers add 6 to their lead.
Extra point right down the middle, and that pushes the lead up to 11. The drive summary that time, 5 plays. And the end result for the 49ers, a touchdown. The kick. This one away. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. The Titans offense set to begin the drive. So, Charles, the season winding down, the playoffs obviously not in their future. As they look ahead to the offseason, what spots do they maybe need to fill?
Well, I think that they like the guy who's calling the plays and throwing the ball. I think that he's a pretty good player. Needs some help, I think, on the perimeter, though. Help him out with receivers, because I think if he gets an upgrade there, his play gets that much better, too.
You look at this Niner defense.
They were very good in the win last week against Jacksonville.
And it was the pass rush that really keyed their victory. Got to the quarterback 6 times for sacks, and plenty of other turbulence in the pocket for him as well.
After one, a 14-3 ball game. They'll break the huddle, come up on 2nd and 8 at the 27-yard line. Now a give right side. McGee, and he'll get about 3 here as he's out to the 30.
Just not a whole lot of room to operate there on that carry.
No, not at all. They did a really nice job staying in their proper places and not allowing any lanes to open up.
From the gun on 3rd down, here's Stroud.
He's going to find his running back. It's complete.
And he will have a Titans first down as he's able to get 8 yards there on 3rd and 5. Play action. Stroud now.
And that is incomplete. He couldn't hold on through the contact. Brings up 2nd down.
Well, sometimes those cliches really come true, don't they? When they talk about it takes all 11 to play good defense. We've seen that in this ball game. I think the secondary has to be singled out, though. They are in the presence of every receiver whenever the ball's thrown. And
Williams loses the football. And now this is scooped up. And now off to the races down the right side. And he will bring this one back. It's a fumble return for the 49er touchdown. Huge play by the defense, not only to force the fumble, obviously, but to return it for a touchdown.
And I know it's no fun for anyone who plays offense, but isn't it fun to see how a defense rallies when there's a fumble return and everyone tries to find someone to block and bring it all the way home?
I always like their celebrations because they don't get there that often.
No, they're not choreographed very well usually.
Extra point splits the uprights, and the lead is up to 18 now. And you can bet they're preaching 2 hands on the ball here as the kick's away following that fumble return.
And no effort to bring this one out. It's a touchback.
And here comes Tennessee as they get set to take the field.
And this, let's face it, an important drive if they're going to get back into this ballgame.
Think about going into the locker room down 21-10 as opposed to 21-3. 21-10, a little more optimism, a little more bounce around the locker room, a little more discussion about how they're going to finish this thing off. 21-3, I think discouragement clouds that locker room.
Yeah, and I think a touchdown much bigger than a field goal on this drive just to get into the end zone and get that momentum. And he fights forward for a modest 2-yard gain, 2nd down.
Well, any lane that might have been open there was closed pretty quickly, and that was because the defensive front, they won that battle at the point of attack at the line of scrimmage. They used great leverage, held their spot, and stacked him up.
And he'll muscle his way up to the 43 for a pickup of right around 5. The Titans on 3rd down, just 1 for 3 thus far. This is 3rd and 4.
Here's Stroud. Work in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. And he will have a Titans first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. Stroud to throw it.
It's a short one here, complete to the tight end. The result, only 4 yards there on the play, and that will bring up 2nd down. Now a handoff up the middle. McGee, and he'll be brought down at about the 42.
The passing game's been working quite well so far, but the running game's been a little bit of a struggle, and that's a surprise to me. Typically, when you can throw it, you've opened up lanes for your runners.
19 Tiger, 19 Tiger.
Now Stroud.
It's Williams on the catch. And this will move the chains again as the tackle's going to be made at the 49ers' 31-yard line. Give them 10 yards there as this offense is on a roll. This drive continues to plunge forward.
Stroud to the air on 1st and 10.
Looking middle, and that's complete. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. 14 yards that time for number 14. 2 minutes remaining in this first half of football.
Well, these guys have definitely been outplayed in the first half. I like their countenance. I like the way that they haven't panicked out there, the way they're carrying themselves. They're starting to move the ball, and what you have to do, maintain your poise and start to put together some drives.
And he's going to go down. He's sacked back at the 24. They'll wind up losing 8 on the sack there, and it's second down. So that complicates things a bit here. 18 yards to go now on second down.
A shotgun snap to Stroud.
Firing quickly here, and that's complete. That'll go for a gain of 7. And that's going to lead to a 3rd and 11. Creeping up on a minute to play in this first half.
Stroud on 3rd down now.
And a quick throw here, that's complete. And he will get him down a couple yards shy of the first down marker. A nice tackle coming up from his free safety spot. On 4th down, Mike Vrabel says, let's get 3 out of this. He sends on the field goal unit. From the left hash, a chip shot here. And his kick is good. And that'll get the deficit down to 15.
So the 3 points there, and CD, that helps them inch a bit closer.
Yeah, partner, when you're losing, any points you see go on the board in your favor, you're happy to take them.
And he'll decide to not bring this one out as their drive will begin at the 25. Well, the Niners going back on offense now late in this first half. Already enjoying a 2-score lead here late in the second quarter. Not a ton of time left. We'll see if they can work this at least into field goal range and try to get 3 to add on even more to their lead. And this is incomplete. Very lucky to get that one back. That nearly picked. It's second down now.
Now they'll throw here out of the gun. He's going to go up top again. And that is caught one-handed. Oh, my, he pulled it in. And they'll burn the timeout with 5 seconds left. A chance to try to add 3 points before heading to the locker room.
I'll tell you what, this is not going to be a fun discussion at halftime for this defense. They've been absolutely taken advantage of in the first half. And here's another play for big yardage.
And oh, it'll be intercepted.
And he will be brought down on what will be the final play of this first half. Well, we're in the latter stages of this season. Everybody's getting antsy, so antsy that we're going to skip the halftime and get ready for the third quarter. It's the 49ers out in front, and they will get the football first as well as we are back and started in the second half. And able to take it past the 25 and up to the 28-yard line. So that a free 15 yards.
And it's always a tough one as a defender because a lot of the penalties that you commit, pass interference, holding, when they happen, you actually know what you're doing. But a face mask penalty, a lot of times it's inadvertent, but it still costs you the same amount.
A fight for it, and this is caught. What a catch. So the big play means just like that, they'll operate from the red zone now on first down. On play action, they'll throw. Looking end zone, but it's incomplete.
I remember a coach telling me a long time ago the difference between playing corner and safety in the NFL. Corner is like the Autobahn. Everybody just flying by, and these corners have been really busy in this game, although they got it done on the last play.
On the last play, yes, but there have been some good numbers put up against them offensively. Touchdown 49ers. A great effort there. His second touchdown of the night.
And the Niners have moved out in front by 3 touchdowns.
Point after, right down the middle. And the lead opens up now to 22 points. So they only needed 3 plays on that drive. And it's polished off by a touchdown for San Francisco. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. And as this offense makes their way back out, it's AFC playoff race time as we give you a look.
18 Cardinal, 18 Cardinal.
First and 10, it's Stroud.
It's a short one here, complete to his tight end. And he'll be out of bounds across the 30-yard line. They'll operate from the 32-yard line here, 2nd and 3. Up the middle they go. McGee, and he'll be brought down right around the 37. 4 yards the pickup, first down.
19 Tiger, 19 Tiger.
They'll keep it on the ground. McGee, and he's dropped right at the 40. Gain of 3.
Another modest gain there on that one, and I think, Charles, you can probably pin part of the deficit on a failure on their part to really get this ground game established.
Yeah, they've really struggled to be multidimensional in this one, having a partner, because they have to be extremely one-dimensional now if they hope to get back into this game. They'll have to do it by throwing the football and hope to have success through the air.
Now they'll throw it with Stroud here, 1st and 10. Oh, he tries to force it in, and it's intercepted. And the Niners are going to have great field position here as this is returned just shy of midfield. And that's a ball that he is going to want to keep, his first career interception in the National Football League.
And I love what teams do when that happens. You bring the ball to the sideline, the equipment guy grabs it, he puts a piece of tape on it, writes on it so that you know what it is, and then they tuck it away so that you can have it for later and put it on your...
And he's free going down the left side. It's a foot race. And he is out of bounds, but not before he's inside the 30. 25 yards that time. Here's a play fake as they set up to throw. A hit as he throws there, incomplete.
From the snap, he certainly looked like he knew where he wanted to go with the ball, but surprise, that guy was covered. So that took his attention elsewhere to no avail.
Here's 2nd and 10.
He'll look to throw. It's caught. Here's Langford. Touchdown! A great play there. Touchdown number 15 of the year.
And the 49ers take the forced turnover on defense and convert it into 6 points.
Extra point right down the middle. And that'll push the lead up to 29 now. Scoring summary, 3-play drive. And the end result for the 49ers, a touchdown. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback.
Tennessee offense set to go again. Well, we haven't exactly been treated to a nail-biter in this one, CD, and if they cannot score here...
Now the ball comes loose, and now this is scooped up by the 49ers. And they have the football and will take over at the 24-yard line. But he has been a workhorse for them in this game, and ball security hasn't been an issue until that point.
Yeah, and let's face it, when he's going to carry the ball that many times, he becomes more and more of a target for the defense, knowing that he's going to be the primary guy. They'll just send more and more players towards him, trying to make sure they knock the ball free.
So 1st and 10, and if they score on this drive, might have to start digging in our second-half blowout material.
Looking left side, and it's complete. And he will be brought down at about the 6-yard line. Now back to throw. Flushed out right. And he just throws this one away. Smart decision here this close to the end zone, and it brings up 2nd down.
And down here, 1st and goal, if it's not there, don't force it. You've got at least 2, if not 3 more shots at it. So that's a wise move to get rid of it.
Quick hitter here, it's complete. And a minuscule gain of maybe a yard from the 6 to the 5.
As a defense, you're more balanced when you're in zone coverage because you're able to keep your eyes on the quarterback and see the play develop in front of you. You're able to keep the quick pass in front of them and stop it right at the line of scrimmage.
This one incomplete. Probably should have been picked. A little nonchalant with a throw to the safety valve, and it's 4th down.
They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw. He's got it. And now this is going to depend on the spot. And they say he's just short. They get the completion but cannot push forward into the end zone. And the Titans defense will celebrate the goal line stand. Well, you feel the excitement build on those 4th down plays. Defense has to stay out there, but for the offense, when that thing doesn't work out, such disappointment.
It can absolutely be a deflator, but how about the defensive guys? If they stop you on 4th down, they are absolutely elevated going to their bench.
They're elevated now. Big stop on 4th down.
Here's a 2nd and 5. Back to throw. Here's Stroud.
Over the middle, it's complete. They picked up 5 yards last time. Now they double it and get 10 here.
Or maybe this offense has learned something from watching their counterparts work. I'm wondering if their coaching staff said, let's do what they've been doing the entire game because that's worked well. This offense, they have not looked particularly good all game long. A nice throw there for a good gain and a 1st down.
Another nice gain, 16 yards there and a 1st down again.
Stroud looking to throw.
Firing quickly here, and that's complete. Call it a gain of 6 on the play, and it'll be 2nd down.
Stroud will look to throw once more.
Looking left sideline, it's complete. And he gets us to the other side of midfield across the 45 before going out. The Titans efficient passing on this drive. There's another 1st down.
It's taken a while for this offense to get going. A little creaky at the start, but they're oiled up now. A nice throw there, and they're really putting together a good drive.
1 quarter remains here in this Thursday night matchup. We'll return with more after this. This is the NFL, and it's on EA Sports.
On 1st down, here's Stroud.
Looking left side, it's complete. He's got it. Only able to gain a couple there, and it'll be 2nd down.
Here goes Stroud again.
And he's going to hook up with his big tight end, complete. And this will move the chains again as the tackle's going to be made at the 49ers 23. His 5th catch tonight, and it's good for a 1st down.
Stroud.
He finds his man, complete. It's McDonald. So the completion good for just 3. And it's 2nd down.
Stroud out of the gun here.
He finds his man, complete. That's McDonald.
And the Titans are going to be set up with a 1st and goal here as the tackle made at the 9. And Stroud now to throw.
He's going to hit his man out of the backfield, complete. And from the 9, they get this to the 5-yard line. 3 red zone trips have yielded just 2 field goals for them to this point, so they'll be searching for something more on 2nd and goal here. They'll try and run this one right up the gut.
And he was able to shed 1 tackle but could not get away from there.
It'll be a gain of 5, and it's going to set up a 3rd and goal. So a decent deficit at this stage in the second half. 4-down territory?
No doubt about it. There's not a chance that he hasn't looked ahead and said, okay, if we gain yardage on this play, this is what we'll do going forward. If we lose yardage, this is the play call that I'll have ready.
3rd and goal, option right. And that one going nowhere from the start as he's met in the backfield and goes backwards. And a loss of 3 to bring up 4th.
I think this offense, specifically this running game, they're going to have to find a way to turn the page because they haven't found a way to run it effectively thus far, and it's cost them.
The field goal doesn't help. They're going to go for the 6 here on 4th and goal.
Fourth down, fourth quarter. Here's Stroud.
Now a battle for the football. It's caught. It's a touchdown from 3 yards out.
And the Titans go 98 yards and finish it off in the end zone.
Extra point splits the uprights. And that'll cut the lead down now to 22. So still lots of work left to do, but here comes the onside kick. And the 49er hands team does its job. Now they're down big here in the 4th. They had to try the onside kick. Can't fault them for the effort at least.
No, you can't at all, and if nothing else, now you've put something that you're trying to practice, right, that you've worked on into a game situation, and now you can go back and dissect it. So if you need it again sometime, maybe you'll find a better way to do it. But
well, this is taken in. It's complete. Touchdown, 49ers. A great effort there. His second TD of the game and 16th on the season.
And the 49ers extend their fourth quarter lead, and they are closing in now on a 14-win campaign.
Point after, right down the middle. And that'll push the lead up to 29 now. The 49ers ready to kick it away, and here we go. And no thought to bring this one out. He'll just go down to a knee, and they'll take over at the 25.
Here's Tennessee ready to begin this drive offensively. Facing a big fourth quarter deficit here, things not looking good. You know, this offense, though, they've been in the top half of the NFL so far this season, but in this one, well, their defense has really struggled.
And from the 25, they work this to the 29, a gain of 4. One thing I think that's safe to say defensively, the tackling's been really good.
And because of that, it's been very, very hard for them to move the ball because you're not getting the benefits of run after catch. They're tackling them open.
And a loose football. And now this is scooped up by the 49ers. And his guys will take over at the 30-yard line. And I don't know that fumble's going to matter a whole lot. You look at the deficit here in the 4th. It doesn't matter. The coach on the sideline still scratching his head.
Yeah, not only scratching his head, but probably writing a note or two about we're going to address this come practice next week because maybe that's the reason we're down this far. Doesn't matter at this point, but being sloppy throughout the game, not going to help them improve.
They go play action here on first down. Flush to his right.
Poor decision there, and it's going to be intercepted. And the Titans are going to take possession here at their own 3-yard line. They exited the pocket trying to improvise. That was a tough throw, and unfortunately, it wound up in the wrong pair of hands.
And Brandon, when you're on the run, sometimes your downfield vision can get skewed just a bit. Now, the beauty of extending a play is sometimes your receivers find their way open, but oftentimes you end up closing down part of the field and bringing those defenders to the ball. And that one was picked off.
Just a yard on the first down carry, so it's 2nd and 9. Seems pretty obvious defensively a key was stopping the run game. How have they done it so successfully?
To me, it seems that these guys really did a nice job of paying attention during the scouting report meeting. And you know, Brandon, when they do those, they talk about the top plays that these guys like to run. The best runs for the top running back, those are the ones you focus on and want to take away. And they've done that pretty successfully in this game.
Whistles now in a timeout defensively. So a wise move as they'll use the first of their timeouts to force one more play before the 2-minute warning. The offense on 3rd down tonight, 3 for 7 so far in this game. This is 3rd and 10. They'll keep it on the ground. McGee. And they'll get him down short of the first down, right on the 10-yard line. Just 2 minutes remaining here in the 4th quarter of what has been a one-sided affair. On now is the Titans punter, as his first punt will come from inside his own end zone. He'll send this up into the Nashville skyline, and it's a good one. 46 yards on the boot. The coverage holds him to just 3 on the return. And the Niners will go on offense. 1st and 10. Good starting field position for the 49ers as they have it 1st and 10 at their own 44. It's caught inside the 25. And they are going to score again. Yet another touchdown as they just add to their totals. Now the extra point. And this one was over a while ago as they just add on to their big lead. Well, the offense wasn't out there for a long time, but they were out there for a good time. One play, and they're able to hit pay dirt. And no thought to bring this one out. He'll just go down to a knee, and they'll take over at the 25. The Titans offense now, they work their way back onto the field.
Well, I think that the folks here had hoped that maybe this home atmosphere would carry their guys to a surprise victory, but it does not appear that that's going to be the case. Just too much to handle on the other side in this one. Stroud now on 1st and 10.
Nowhere to go here. He lost the football. And now this is scooped up by the 49ers. And great field position coming up in the red zone at the 17-yard line.
All right, you've had to put up with me in this booth. I'm going to try and be simple this time and succinct. It simply has not been their night.
No, I think that fumble's kind of indicative of how this whole evening's gone, isn't it?
Without a doubt. I mean, they've tried, but nothing has ever really taken throughout the game. That's why they're down so big.
That one looks like he'll throw here.
And oh, a dangerous throw there. Nearly intercepted on the sideline, but it's incomplete. Well, their passing attack, even though that one was incomplete, has been really sharp in this one. It's resulted in a lot of touchdowns, and it looks like they're not going to stop throwing the football until the very end of this one.
And this will be caught, and the carnage continues. It's another touchdown.
So still throwing here in the 4th quarter with a pretty sizable lead, and now that lead even more sizable. And if nothing else here, CD, a chance to pile on some stats before this one wraps up, and he did just that.
Brandon, convention tells us it's time for them to get off the gas a little bit, right? But you and I both know the receivers don't want them to because, as you noted, this is their chance to pile on the stats. If they got their way, they try to get every single spot in the depth chart points before this game is over.
And here comes Tennessee as they get set to take the field.
Where we stand right now in the 4th quarter, this one pretty much out of reach. And, Charles, I know they're going to be disappointed about several things with this ball game, but the self-inflicted wounds, they've had several turnovers. You would have to think that's going to be something they're going to discuss heavily in the film session in the coming days.
You're absolutely right about that, partner, because they're going to have to sit in that film room and watch every error that they made and figure out how to not do it in the future. And mentally, I think a lot of the guys are already starting to think about, okay, how do we put this behind us and get better for the next time out? This, they'll use as motivation for the rest of the time that they play to hopefully never be in this type of situation again.
He's got his target. That's complete. And he will have a Titans first down as they're able to convert by plenty there on 3rd and 1.
Now San Francisco going to call their 2nd timeout. That'll leave them with just 1 remaining in this 4th quarter of play.
Throwing again is Stroud.
And a quick throw here, that's complete. Now the Niners going to signal for their 3rd and final timeout. That'll be their 3rd and final stoppage here as we step aside.
Here's 2nd and 7.
Back to throw again. Quick hitter here, it's complete.
He kept the receiver in the short field, but that let his quarterback get the ball quickly to him before either guy in double coverage could react.
They'll come to the line, needing only 2 yards to gain the first here. Stroud now on 3rd and 2.
Now a leaping catch, he's got it. And they will touch him down, but not before he gets the first. Able to get what they need to keep the drive going with a 6-yard pickup on 3rd down.
To win any route, you've got to break down the defender, and that's exactly what happened here on this really nicely executed curl route.
On 1st and 10, Stroud. And he's got his man on the out route. And he is out of bounds inside the 35. 11 yards for number 11.
Now, this is certainly one of the bigger losses that we are going to see for quite some time. And you have to think at this point where we're at in the 4th quarter with how wide this advantage is. For this offense, they're just trying to end things with a positive drive and then get the heck out of here.
Yeah, if this had been a concert, you would have heard plenty of sour notes in this one. But they certainly don't want to end it on one. They want to put together a few more throws like that and at least have a final drive to give them a little bit more hope as they move forward.
And that is going to officially draw the curtain on this one as the last throw intercepted.
And into the end zone, a pick 6 for the 49er D as they score the touchdown.
So they accept the penalty, of course, and push the offense backwards a bit. Well, fans usually love to see scoring, and there was no shortage of it today. What a dominant showing from an offense that was truly playing at an elite level in this contest.
Partner, this game was over a long time ago, and you noticed they did not want to slow down anything. Absolutely a dream scenario for everyone on that offense, and they took advantage of every second. Guaranteed popcorn for everyone in their film session.
So for San Francisco, it's another win for them, and you wonder if they want a redo on that one loss as they sit now at 14-1. And they'll get the weekend off now as they get a little extra time to prepare to face the Chicago Bears. Meanwhile, for Tennessee, things get even uglier now as they fall to 2-13. And they'll get a chance to redeem themselves at home next week.